Welcome to Deco Guide, the only app designed to help you navigate your college and career journey in the quickest and most affordable way. This podcast is brought to you by EdTechity, dedicated to opening doors to higher education and career opportunities for all.
On to San Francisco Bay University, and we're talking about the resources that they provide around campus dining and housing. So when we talk about San Francisco Bay University, we got to understand that this is a private university, okay? So some of the resources and supports that they have is going to be different than what you might find at a public institution in the CSU or in the UC system. San Francisco Bay University, through the Office of Student Life and Support, provides students with this Student Emergency Fund. So the emergency fund is dedicated to assisting students facing unexpected financial hardships that impact their ability to meet basic needs. Their mission is to help students stay enrolled and progress towards graduation by providing timely financial support and connecting students with helpful and relevant resources. So whether it's essential clothing, food, or other necessities, the emergency fund is there to help students during challenging times. So if you need immediate financial assistance, the Student Emergency Fund provides rapid support to students encountering urgent and unexpected situations, whether it's an unforeseen medical expense or any other sudden financial burden. The fund is designed to alleviate stress and offer swift relief. At San Francisco Bay University, they understand that facing such challenges can be overwhelming, and so they aim to help students address their most pressing needs without delay, allowing them to focus on their education. The primary goal of this is to ensure that financial challenges do not disrupt a student's academic journey at their institution. They recognize that financial strain can be a significant source of stress, potentially leading to difficult decisions, pausing or abandoning your studies. And so they have these supports through this emergency fund, to help students stay enrolled and on track toward graduation despite these unforeseen financial obstacles. They also want to connect you to other resources. So, which typically comes through their financial aid department, as they understand that navigating financial challenges can be complex, and they have the people there in place to help support students get through their difficult situation. Whether it's long-term financial planning, additional forms of aid or guidance, or managing your financial situation, the financial aid office is there to provide appropriate resources and support systems. This is part of their holistic approach in helping students mitigate challenges. So in order to be eligible for the emergency fund, you must be currently enrolled in 6 or more units at San Francisco Bay University as an undergraduate or graduate student. You also must be facing unexpected financial hardship due to an emergency or unplanned event that affects your ability to continue your education at San Francisco Bay University. Funds subject to committee approval based on documentation and circumstances. So you got to prove that you actually have an emergency situation and it will be vetted. So some of the eligible requests are for medical expenses. It provides support for unexpected medical costs resulting from emergencies, illnesses, or accidents. Food insecurity is also a part of this. They do provide referrals to obtain food through nonprofits and nearby organizations such as the food bank and others. If you have clothing insecurity, maybe you have an interview but you don't have any clothes for this interview, they have a clothing closet. And this program is designed to support students at the school in Fremont, California, who are experiencing food insecurity. The program aims to provide essential clothing items to students who may not have the financial means to purchase them, ensuring that they can attend school comfortably and with dignity. So it's not just for the interview, it's also for everyday wear as well. So some examples that are covered: everyday attire, shirts, pants, skirts, dresses suitable for school wear, footwear, shoes, sneakers, sandals appropriate for various weather conditions and school activities, outerwear, jackets, sweaters, hoodies for protection against cooler weather, and undergarments, essential items such as socks, underwear, and undershirts. The types that are not covered, it's like specialty or designer clothing. I mean, they're not there to keep you suited and booted, but they'll get you the things that you need. Sports-specific gear, clothing or accessories specifically for sports teams or activities are excluded, as the focus is on everyday attire. So in order to be eligible for this emergency fund, you got to prove that you've exhausted other financial options, right? They want to see a demonstration that the students have explored or exhausted all other available financial resources before applying for assistance. And preferential consideration is given to high-need students, so students from low-income families or those facing sudden financial difficulties, students new to the area, students who have recently relocated to Fremont and may need additional clothing suitable for the local climate, and first and second year students, younger students who may be adjusting to the new environment and may have fewer financial resources. So it's kind of like an intricate process. There is an application and review period. So requests are considered year-round with particular attention to needs arising at the beginning of the school year or during seasonal changes. Maybe you can't go home for fall break or things like that. So the institution can provide, housing, food during the breaks until, campus gets back. The application process, so students must apply by detailing their financial need, the specific clothing items they require, and any other relevant circumstances. They do provide emergency travel through this emergency fund. Funds travel due to family crisis, such as a death or severe illness of an immediate family member requiring sudden travel. So they will help you get home if you gotta, be by a supporter's side in the hospital. If there's a funeral in your family, they will kind of help make sure you get home and get back to school safely. But the following requests are not considered. So if it's non-essential or a luxury item, if it's routine or preventative medical care and treatments covered by your insurance, regular card maintenance or non-urgent repairs, rent or housing costs for San Francisco Bay University campus residents, they won't pay for that. Travel expenses not related to emergencies, and then technology upgrades or non-essential purchases. So these requests are designed to address immediate unforeseen needs that could impact your ability to continue your education at San Francisco Bay University. All requests must be directly related to an emergency or crisis situation. It's a maximum of $650 per academic year upon approval by the committee. So that's how much they will give you with this emergency fund, $650 per year, barring approval from the committee. So funds are awarded directly to the student, and you don't have to pay that money back. So you just fill out the emergency fund application. It's a Google form. You also provide any necessary documentation to support your request, such as receipts, medical bills not covered by insurance, or any other relevant paperwork that verifies the emergency and associated costs. The committee and task force will review your application and respond within 2 weeks upon submission. So, and then if you need any other financial assistance that the emergency fund cannot provide, they encourage you to reach out to the financial aid department. They'd be more than happy to provide those resources and supports to students at San Francisco Bay University.
Thank you so much, Darwin, for all of that great information that you just provided.
Thank you for tuning into Tyco Guide, the app focused on bringing you tools and content to help you make better decisions about school, life, and career. We hope this episode has inspired you to pursue and excel in your own educational and career journey. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and share.